There was an absolute outpouring of the Spirit in the October 2012 conference when President Monson announced that the age was lowering for both young elders and young sisters to 18 and 19 respectively. Oh my goodness. The hastening of the work is just thrilling. Elder Holland and Elder Nelson, in a subsequent press conference, answered a lot of questions, of course, and spoke to some extent about the fact that there would be more responsibility on the part of parents and even leaders, local leaders, but particularly parents, to help get the kids ready, because they need to be ready sooner. What counsel would you give to parents trying to looking and saying, wow, I really do have to do a better job in helping my young man or my young woman get ready? What would you teach them and tell them?
Can I be very specific?
Please.
Number one, I would teach them to teach your children a work ethic. And in the world we live in today,
it's not natural.
It's not natural. So teach them a work ethic. The second thing that I would teach them is to help them have spiritual experiences, personal spiritual experiences as children and growing up, because that's where they will be directed on the mission, is spirit to spirit. And if they haven't had that before, it's difficult. So learn to recognize the Spirit and to be obedient to that Spirit. I would teach them chapter 8 in Preach My Gospel, which is planning. There are very few, I have seen with missionaries that we have a lot of natural teachers, but fewer natural planners, and even fewer natural finders. So I would teach chapter 8, which is planning, chapter 9, which is finding, and chapter 13, that is working with the members. Like I say, I think the others, I think with seminary, I think with this new youth learning resources that we have worldwide, it is a hastening, and it's an exciting thing. But to take those skills, we do ask our missionaries to do a lot of things that aren't natural. They aren't natural planners. They aren't natural walk up to someone on the street or where they're at and just start talking about the gospel. But I think those are specific things that I would say. But most of all, sometimes people say, well, aren't they too immature? They're 18 years old. But we always need to remember that God communicates spirit to spirit, and their spirits aren't 18 years old. Their spirits have been with Him for a long, long time. And if they will tune in, He can direct them through spirit to spirit.
It is amazing what the Lord can do with youth. Joseph Smith was only 14. Yeah. It's hard to imagine. What would you add, Sister Bowen?
Well, I was just thinking of it's not a coincidence, but that this youth curriculum changed at the same time that we're sending younger people out on missions. And what a blessing that is. We're going to give them more opportunity. They're going to have more say. They're going to be teaching in their classes rather than being, quiet observers or just answering questions. We're giving them the opportunity to teach. The teacher always learns the most. They will learn the doctrine. Their testimonies will grow as a result of that, and of course their experience as teachers. It just is a testimony that the Lord's in charge and He knows what He's doing, and it all comes together. And I'm excited to see the work hastening. It's just absolutely thrilling.